On users, we have another video for you, a demo time of our web app, and we have Ryan here, our rapid prototyping engineer, to show us. Go ahead, Ryan.
Thanks, Emma. Yeah, so I've already shown this landing page before. I just want to mention one update. We have this button down here where you can summarize web pages, and this actually will point you to our Chrome extension. So we don't currently have the capability to summarize web pages within the web app. We're working on it. So for now, if you'd like to do that, you can just go to our Chrome extension by clicking this button. It should be download.
Sweet.
All right, next we're going to summarize the YouTube video so I can show the updated YouTube video results page. So you see here on the left, we have all the actual summary information, including the original video, your executive summary, and the key concepts, which we'll get into in a second. And then here on the right, we have the chat interface. So right now we're showing 3 suggested questions or prompts based on the content. And if you see one that you like, you can click it. It'll send that to Storytel, and then you'll get a response. I'm not sure if that'll show up. And then, yeah, when you get a response from Storytel, you can copy the text or view the shareable link for that response, just like this. Okay, going back over to the YouTube video, the summary section. Up here up top, you can either choose to hide or show the video with this drop down like this. And then you can drill deeper into each key concept right here. So I'll just choose this first one, which has 3 story tiles. It shows a story tile for each one. So I'll select the first one. And the drop down opens up, gives you a summary right here of what's in the story tile, along with the title up top. It kind of gives you a shorter summary. You can view the shareable link by clicking this link right here. And then we have the embedded YouTube video from the source content starting at when the story tile timestamp starts. So if you click play here on the video, it'll start playing the video right when the story tile is getting its content from within the video. And then notice the same thing down here. This one, I guess, is showing nothing at that timestamp, but the next one down will start at that part.
And just one thing to observe here, Ryan, that's pretty cool. So this is Storytel number 2, number 1, and number 60. So what we're saying here is that Apple came back towards the end of the presentation to talk about something that was related to what they were talking about at the beginning of the presentation, which is a pretty interesting non-linear way for us to pull them all together into one key concept. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because this is story tile number 60, it means Storytel generated at least 60 story tiles, but for right now, we're just showing 3. So that's something we're going to add in the future. There'll be a lot more key concepts and a lot more story tiles within each one as well. But yeah, I'm really excited to get users to start using this and let us know if it's useful. If you'd like to see these story tiles expanded right when you view the key concept or collapsed, any feedback that you have is very much appreciated. Anything else from anybody else in the room or in the Zoom?
I think along the lines of hierarchy of knowledge, there's been a lot of asks around that from users ever since we launched. And so I'm wondering, does it scratch that itch? Is that getting at what so many of you have asked for?
And a specific shout out to Greg here and some of the people in our last Storytel user group session were asking about a bit more on the left panel of a way to have a view of the hierarchy. And so I know, Ryan, you've mocked some of those things up. That's not in prod yet. And so actually seeing this in prod, playing with it in prod, would love to know, Greg and others, do you still want that? Or is this clear enough where you're kind of zooming in at each stage and you can expand down into it? Does that give you enough, or do you still feel like you need that left-hand panel of the hierarchy?
All right. Awesome. Thanks so much.
Oh, I've got one more thing on the right side of the chat. So Ryan, you're recommending 3. In fact, I don't know if you could refresh this page to have it show up the recommended prompts, but a lot of this is the user being able to interact with the content. And so what else would you users like to see here beyond a couple suggested prompts that are based on the content? Is there more that you'd like us to do here to give one idea? We could also share the top 5 things that other users have asked of this content. That's just one idea. Or we could show from the prompt marketplace the top 5 prompts that are being used the most right now. There's all sorts of things that we could do here to give users ideas about how they could be interacting with this content. It'd be great to understand what's desired.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thanks. Thanks, users.
Thank you.
See you soon.